Alright, I thought I'd introduce you to, I hope you can hear because I got the air conditioner running. I'm on the RV and it is quite warm outside. It's about 95 degrees here in Texas. But the air conditioner is doing a good work. It's a little bit like a cave in here because I put on some of the that silver bubble wrap stuff, similar to what they make your car sunscreen when you park your car that you put up. I've got a piece cut for each window, so I've got a choice. Either I live in a cave when I'm on the RV and I'm nice and cool, or I have the nice outside light, which I do like, and in the middle part of the day when it gets close to 100 here in Texas, the temperature in the RV will climb up to mid-80s, low to mid-80s, which is not intolerable, but it takes a while for it to cool back down. Anyway, I thought maybe I'd go through a tune that I really love. It's an old-time tune called Chinquapin Hunting, and Google a Chinquapin. A Chinquapin is like an acorn. A Chinquapin tree is it's like a small, at least in western North Carolina where I was familiar with it, it's like a small oak tree that produces acorns that are very sweet, and they have a paper-thin skin, so you can peel them and eat the insides, unlike a real oak tree acorn, which are quite bitter. A Chinquapin is very sweet. So anyway, with all of that history, which is completely meaningless when it comes to the music, the song is called Chinquapin Hunting. And there's two versions that I'm familiar with. There's a version that is probably more played. I've heard it more often in different areas of the country. It's in the key of A, and it has 3 parts to it. And the A part is timing-wise is a bit crooked. Has an extra half measure in there. And then the other version is a version that I had heard years ago, never really learned until fairly recently. It's in the key of D, and I heard this one. This version seems to be more popular in the southern Appalachian area, specifically in western North Carolina. When you call for Chinquapin Hunting, this is the version you'll probably hear in an old-time jam. And you're going to have to excuse me because I got 3 dogs kind of loose in here, so they may come up and want to join in the festivities. So anyway, in this video, all I'm going to do is play both versions, the version in A and the version in D. And I didn't mention the version in D is different. There is no crooked timing in it, and it only has 2 parts. It's fairly easy to play either one. It's played fairly quick, but it's fairly easy to play each one because it's almost like Fire on the Mountain, if you're familiar with that old-time fiddle tune, not the rock and roll tune, but the old-time fiddle tune, that it's extremely repetitive in each part. So anyway, we'll start with the A part, with the version in A. Anyway, it's a great old-time tune, and it's one of those that once you get into the groove of playing that with a group of fiddle players and old-time musicians, it's hard to stop because it's just a great old-time tune. So that's the A version, and hopefully you could hear in that A part of the version in A that it's a little bit bent, a little bit crooked when it comes to timing. Here's the version that's again is popular in the southern Appalachian Mountains, in western North Carolina anyway. And there's been a number of people. Laurie Lewis, I believe, has recorded this. I think Adam Steffi's recorded it. all with roots to the western North Carolina, eastern Tennessee area. So this is Chinquapin Hunting in the key of D. Different tune, completely different tune. Here we go. Let me start that over. Here we go. Chinquapin Hunting version in the key of D. I had trouble getting into it at the beginning there. Anyway, that's about 6 minutes. I'm not going to go through any lessons here. I will add a lesson on each one. I'll tell you what I will do here, though. Let's not stop here. We'll do the rhythm for both of them. That'll save me a little bit of time. So the version in A. For it. I didn't call out the chords, but you should have been able to hear those changes. The D version. You should have been able to hear those changes too. If you have questions on the rhythm, give me a shout. See ya.